Welcome back, everybody, to Nick and Trav. I am Nick,
And I am Trav.
and we are in the library Halo CE Anniversary Edition with good graphics turned on. Also, okay, if you like how this looks and how it's all samey, Trav, check this shit out. Yep.
I mean, am I supposed to be disgusted? Like, I don't.
No, I mean, look at this place. Like, it is literally all just gray. That's all it is.
Oh, sure.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, this level sucks so far compared to what we've been seeing.
Yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, as I was saying, so yesterday on last episode, we were talking a lot about lore, and one big thing I want to jump out and preface: I am not a lore expert on Halo. There are a lot of video games that I am a bona fide lore aficionado on. Halo, oh my god, I literally shot him all the way to me. What a fucking idiot. God. Alright. As I was saying,
Yeah,
lore aficionado.
I'm sure we'll definitely get into some of that stuff as we continue to play. But yeah, I see your point.
Okay. So as I was saying, so last episode we were talking about Fall Reach, kind of what we're doing here on Halo itself as an installation, Spartans in general. That's kind of it's kind of what we were talking about. So to pick up where we kind of left off, the Flood, being the alien race that it is, goes for the hosts, and I gave you the list of the samies type of alien races in a lot of different sci-fi products, such as the xenomorphs from Alien, the Tyranids from Warhammer 40k, the Zerg from StarCraft. Like, all those are literal, like, just alien races that get a host and go to town. And,
Also, just a quick side note. I watched the first Alien last night, and I'll probably watch Aliens tonight. I love that movie. That first Aliens movie is fucking great.
yeah, it's really good. My favorite scene is still the hug me scene, though. It's a great scene.
I mean, I love the way that the whole thing is played out. Just like, nothing. They don't get down in the details. They don't like have to over explain anything. It's literally like the first half of the movie. I feel like is them just like, all right, we're going to the planet. Okay, we're looking at the stuff. Okay, we're looking at some eggs. Okay, cool. All right, cool. They killed a dude maybe, and then that's like when the movie actually gets going. And I don't know, like,
It's a really good film.
yeah, like it gets slow depending on who you are. Like a lot of people who watch movies now, I feel like probably wouldn't be super into it just because of how slow the beginning starts. But that's what I really like about it.
It's a traditional, like, scary movie. Like, that.
Yeah.
That is literally a horror film in a sci-fi universe. That's it. That's all that is. And I adore it for being what it is. Like, they're just a bunch of space junkers trying to do some junker stuff, and then shit just gets real. They find a big old ship, they get on it, there's some eggs, someone was dumb enough to put their face on it, and then, well, bam, we got a movie.
Yeah.
Now,
So I mean, not to derail the lore conversation, but
No,
I
that's
just
fine.
I literally watched it last night. I was like, yeah.
now here's the thing, dude. If you're gonna watch Aliens, which is the second movie within the series, you are going to
Right.
watch one of my top 10 favorite films. Like that, like Aliens. I don't know what it is about that movie. It just presses all the buttons for me. It is just, oh my god, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm dead. Oh, we're good. All right.
Oh, shit.
But no, dude, it's that movie, like, presses all my entertainment buttons. Like, it's got cool grunts, it's got cool weapons, it's got great scenes, it's got a shit ton of suspense, it's got a great ending, a cool twist. It's awesome. It's just a great film. I really hope that you enjoy it. And yeah, man, let me know what you feel. It's good. It's good shit.
I will. So if 2's your top 10, so where's 3 ranked? Like that's gotta be like your top 5, right?
No.
Like that's the best one.
No, 2 is the best one to me. 3 was pretty good.
No. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm saying that sarcastically because apparently 3 was pretty god awful.
Well,
from what I hear.
They tried to go back to how they did it in 1. They turned it back into like a horror film, but they like made lore and stuff.
Okay.
And like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Aliens is not a film that needs lore.
Well, that, and I think it went through a lot of development hell and all this sort of stuff too, because that was still James Cameron, right? I know 2 is, but
I believe 3 was James Cameron also. Don't quote me
yeah,
on that, but I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I recall that there seemed to be a lot of issues with it. I was just being sarcastic about that, but
yeah, but no,
you know,
no, there's no way. Like the Alien films, I will put Aliens, then Alien, and then Alien 3, and then we don't talk about the other ones because yeah, we just don't do that.
The Alien versus Predator, though.
Oh my god, shut up.
They finally, I mean, Freddy versus
Lord.
Jason, Alien versus Predator, like, oh my god.
You are the worst. You are the worst human being. Oh,
they fucking go after each other, dude. How can you like that?
Oh my god, whatever. Oh man. Okay, so back to the fucking lore.
Anyway, just fuck that conversation.
Yeah, fuck that. That has evolved into what it is now. Yeah, so I was saying, the Halo rings themselves are pretty much galaxy cleansing bombs, and yeah, once you turn it on, it blows up, kills everything in the galaxy to starve the Flood, and that was their solution. It was just to kill everything. The Covenant praise these things like gods, and that's what they think, you know, that's what they think it is. Which, I mean, is whatever, you know. I'm not a, you know, crazy fan of religion, but, I mean, you know, it makes you do some weird shit every now and again.
I mean, it's a common enough trope, you know. It's like, yeah, religion seems to be involved most of the time, so why not now?
Well, yeah, but like to me, it's interesting how they put it, because when it's described into how the religion works, like you have the prophets, which are like the boys up top, you know, they're like clergy. Then you have the elites that protect them, and then you have the grunts so much. You have the small little boys that are actual grunts. You got jackals, you got hunters. We're going to learn about the insect race in 2, where they're literally just like bugs that fly around and shit. And it's interesting. It's interesting to see how the entire like hierarchy works. And they're not all the same race. That's the thing. Like it's all just a coagulation of different space races that come together that are, you know, what it is. And it's kind of cool because they all kind of coexist. And it's interesting how they all coexist at the time.
Sure.
Alright, well, yeah, shield, come back up, please. But yeah, other than that, that's just really it for now. For now. I mean, we'll probably get more into lore talk when we get into 2. But for now, off of 1, that's kind of where we're at. Guilty Spark is having us do the thing. He thinks we're here just to, you know, do our shit. And if you know, we're here to get the index, we're here to turn the installation on, kill the Flood. He's under the impression we already know what the fuck's going on. And as you'll see after we finish this, we'll head back to the cartographer with Cortana. And she's just straight up like, fuck that guy. He's trying to kill us and shit like that. Which is like, you know, it was one of those like, oh man, what a surprise. But let's be real, like this game is like almost, I want to say like 20 years old. I want to say.
It's got to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be something like 20 plus years old. And if you didn't know by now, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. Like, like Trev, what the fuck you been doing since you didn't know? What's up?
I mean, I don't know, man. Why you gotta attack me like that?
I mean, are you still playing more Time Splitters? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, time to split.
Oh my god. But yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Like,
I'm at 300. What do you want from me?
uh, but no, like that's where we're at currently right now. Like, we're a cool Spartan guy. Cortana is in the installation, kind of trying to run things and figure everything out. Because when we tossed her in there, she immediately was like, "Oh man, look at all this information, all this history, all this other crap." So obviously she's into whatever's in there.
So, are you actually gaining that knowledge, or you're just like, oh, that's cool, and then moving on?
Well, Cortana is gaining that knowledge.
Okay,
We're not attached to her yet because we haven't gone and picked her up.
got it.
Because she goes into a slot into our helmet, and that connects it, I believe, to our pretty much like a cerebral cortex, in which she kind of just helps us do our shit as a super soldier. I'm gonna throw that grenade there.
Okay. Well, if that's kind of where we're at for the lore, obviously don't get too much more ahead of ourselves here, but I'm just curious, since we know what's on the agenda tonight. Like, how excited are you for Monster Hunter Rise right now?
My body is so ready right now. Like, I cannot contain myself. I'm going to play the shit out of that game. You are probably going to go to bed, and I will probably not sleep tonight because I'm going to be playing the shit out of that game. They've changed, like, they've made the hunting horn so much more like versatile, and like people can just pick that bad boy up and be like, you're literally a hammer that plays music and does spinny cool moves. Like, it's awesome.
I mean, I gotta admit, like, it's fun for me to have already played it a little bit earlier today on my lunch break while we were texting and talking, and you were just like, "Oh yeah, I'm so ready," and then immediately after, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be all hyped for this." I could tell.
Oh dude, oh, so my body. Like, Ferg came home, and I just like took it out, and I was like, "Ferg, come on, let's go. Let's get your Switch." And he's like, "I don't have a Switch." And I was like, "Well, okay, go to Best Buy. You can go buy a Switch. We're gonna play it." And he's just like, "No, I don't want to." And I'm just like, "Come on, man, we gotta kill monsters and skin them and get real cool hats."
But if he gets it, he'll get the free steelbook and everything.
Yeah, free steelbook. See, man, like that's the thing. Like, for me, I was just like, I'm just buying the game. I don't care about all the crazy like cosmetics and stuff like that. Like, there's gonna be more than enough cool cosmetic stuff in the game. I think they learned a lot of things about World, where like I think they're gonna keep a lot of the cosmetic shit in game, except for like the small things like turning your what are the dogs called?
Palamute?
Palamutes? Yeah.
So yeah, I think so. But funny you should bring that up, because even though I just bought it last night, it still gave me the pre-order bonus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite silly that they gave you the layered armor for both the doggo and the cat. And the dog is literally, it looks like a golden retriever or something.
Yeah,
it is
apparently that's what
hilarious. And I love it. And then the Palico is just like some long-haired cat, which is less cool, but it's still pretty funny.
I just like the fact that their whole like game is made to be, hey man, this looks cool, kill shit. Oh, damn it. It's like, you play this game to look cool and do cool shit and like, kill monsters and take their hide and make cool outfits and shit like that on it. And I love the fact that in Monster Hunter World, they did the layered armor thing, where it was like, hey man, like, we understand you don't want to have a fucking clown suit on, and you want to like optimize and feel cool, look cool, and have that whole like fantasy of being the hunter. God, just open the door.
It's in the box.
Just open the door.
Yeah, and I'm excited to kind of be a little less weeby, get away from the longsword for a minute, and
Yeah.
we'll try the hammer.
I was gonna say, how do you like the hammer, dude? Like, is the hammer like kind of cool? Are you enjoying it?
I mean, we haven't played that much of it yet. I mean, like I said, we just played it on lunch break, but it's pretty cool so far. Like, I gotta figure it out a little bit more, but you get a big old charge and do some big dick damage. And in our text thread with my brother, as he was saying, like there's like a charge, like dash or whatever you call
Yeah,
it,
you
stab.
release it while running.
Yeah, and that's been pretty fun so far. But yeah, I mean the what they call it, the wire bugs is pretty cool too, because I think it adds a pretty cool layer of like kind of like how we were talking about like exploration games and stuff, because now you can use that to kind of like how Breath of the Wild, all of a sudden it's like, oh, now I can, like, I have a stamina bar and I can climb up the side of a mountain. Just as long as I can do it, I could climb up. And it's kind of the same thing now. It's like you go wire bug up the side of a mountain, and then you can keep running with it, and then you can jump off and then do another wire bug and then run up, and you could do that as long as you have wire bugs and stamina and everything. And so, they encourage you to like go climb up the top of a mountain and go find your quest item that you're looking for, or, some additional stuff.
Nice.
And that's very fun. I like it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the addition of the like the grapple hook in World really opened up movement and like cool combos and stuff like that. And then for them to take that and improve on it with the wire bug is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I got to figure out the actual combat capabilities of it, but exploration-wise, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hype.
We must hurry.
All right, so this cutscene, as you saw, we got the index 343. I got it. Whatever the fuck that was.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're teleporting back into that cartographer area where we got the map. And Cortana's in the console right now. So we're going to find out what the fuck's going on. Here we go.
Something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid. Shall we?
Yeah, Master Chief is a very stoic man of very few words, He rarely talks, but when he does, it's incomplete sentences, kind of.
Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow
like a real man.
To perform a
And he
task
just
as important as the
shoves it down.
index with the core.
Subs it down, be a real man. Just
That
hush.
final step is
Put
reserved
your feelings
for you,
away.
Reclaimer.
See? So we take this, put it in.
Is that a bicycle pump?
No, that's the index.
That for sure was like a bicycle pump, I'm pretty sure.
Odd. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
See, it's because you put the wrong thing in there.
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off.
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once.
You sure that's a good idea?
So you got her stuck in there?
No, she's not in. She's not stuck in there. We can take her out.
Do what? I have the index.
Oh, then why is she pissed?
Float and sputter.
Because once again, she's been spending the last 12 hours watching us get ready to kill
The
ourselves.
flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses,
This is where
we can
the
wipe them
information
out.
dump is.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death.
Yep.
And that's exactly
Wow,
what Halo
almost
was
worked for her.
designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
What's up, bro?
Is it true?
What's up, bro? Why didn't you tell me?
More or less. technically, this installation...
So she told me to ask you.
...radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go right now.
Last time you asked me, if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query,
Alright, we took Cortana out. She's back in our head.
there is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us
Cool. Took out the
of
USB
here.
drive.
If
Yep.
you are
We
unwilling
took
to
out the SanDisk USB and we put it in our head.
Still,
Sweet.
I must refuse this. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
Ooh.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
So now,
Look out.
okay, so the best thing to use against these guys is literally the pistol. Because as you can see, a charged shot takes them out in one hit.
Fair enough.
Alright, so let's see here. Don't dodge me, don't dodge me. Got it. Alright. Okay. The gun pointed at the head of the universe. Here we go, boys.
We can't let the monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According
So is
to my
343
analysis,
actually working with you?
I believe the
No.
best course of action is somewhat risky.
He
I mean,
is
obviously
the-
not for my cutscene, but
Yeah, he is he's pretty much like the butler
we need to
of the
trigger a
installation,
detonation on
you
a
know.
large scale, however.
Okay.
A
He's here for
starship's
specific
fusion reactor
reasons.
is going critical.
He wants to make sure that the installation goes off without a hitch.
I'm going to search what's
And,
left of
um,
the Covenant battle net and see if I can locate the Miller of Autumn's crash site.
And as you can hear Cortana
Reactors are still
over the
relatively
gunshots and me
intact.
talking,
We can use them to destroy Halo.
we need to now react the Pillar of Autumn, which is the ship that we came in on. And we can cause its core to overload and explode, and that blast should blow up a sizable chunk of Halo and destabilize it. And yeah.
Yeah, it's great we stay safe.
And it is a great way to stay in shape. Alright, and luckily for us, this is where we could end it today. Yeah, right before I open this door. So,
So exciting. What's behind it? I don't know.
yeah, welcome to the lore dump. Alright, well, guys, that's been another episode of Halo CE Anniversary, and Nick and Trav. I have been Nick.
And I have been Trav.
So smash that like button, and I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter Rise, and
As am I.
and not breathe for like the next 3 days. Love all of love all of you, and have a great day.
Like, comment, subscribe, ring that doorbell, whatever it's called. Yeah. See you next time.